Thanks, guys. Well done, mate.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Bella. And that have been great performance by the young lady. So we now move on to a penultimate race of the day, which is the Intermax 950 final. That's what penultimate means. 2 left to go. So as the Intermaxes come round, they of course are on a rolling start. So it'll be interesting to see if they can do a slightly better job. The only thing about the Primos, we've had some great racing from those junior Primos, Hartley and Fairclough and the rest of the gang. However, there wasn't one race where they didn't need at least one extra go around. They definitely did not respect the starting procedures. Anyway. Primo's sweeping around underneath us. It's Jensen White in 1 on the pole, and then it's James Fabregas next to him. Fraser Anderson, Sebastian Clark. Jensen Sale, Riley Murrow will start 6th after a very eventful weekend so far. Max Gilman 7. Adam Turacek is in 8th. JJ Lowe starts 9th. He was leading one of the races. He just hasn't had the luck in many areas. Jensen Walker is 10th. JJ Plowman is 11th. George Ralston is 12th. Drew Davison is 13th. Sandro Kemp's 14th, and Jack Moss is going to be 15th on the grid, though of course it will not be a static grid. They will line up, and they're about to cross the line as we speak. Will they get a go, or they get a no? Let's find out. And they get a no. They've been asked to go round again.
Was that for my benefit?
I think so, yeah. I think Darren realised you only just got here, and after your conversation.
Yeah, she was happy, wasn't she?
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Her dad
was
happy
tall,
as well.
Isn't she?
Yes.
I mean, I realise that girls get taller than boys at that sort of age.
Do they?
They're 12, 13, yeah, they get their growth spurt before boys do.
Did not know that. Have you read down the grid, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I've only got one job. Normally I do it wrong, but you know.
Have you had a look at the championship?
No, I can't. I don't know where all your pages are on that. It's like a nightmare of confusion.
You're the computer geek.
They're not, yeah, but I haven't set the page up of your thing.
So round 1 was won by Josh Cormack. Round 2 was won by Max Gilman. Second at round 1 was Jensen Sale. Third at round 1 was Adam Turacek. And then we had a complete change. We've had a second place by Jensen Sale again. So that's 2 second steps of the podium in round 1 and round 2.
Oh, it's raining
Jensen
again.
Sale
It's raining again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it, Stu? Yeah, put
your
hood up, Stu.
I can tell. Look here from this. Look, it's on the Keplerman lens.
Oh, that lens again. Yeah.
2 heats to go. It's raining again. And I didn't want to pack up in the wet.
Well, Bella Fairclough was telling me the track was coming back, but now that the rain has started again, it's going to remain wet. We know that. 2 more races to go before we conclude round 3 of the Kart Championship. Here we go then. It's our Intermax final. The Intermax on the 950 chassis is about to get underway with Fabregas and White leading them off. It's all spewing out there, fanning out into 2s and 3s through the lake on the inside there. Everybody through turn 1 remarkably, and off through Brian's Bend and into the dogleg for the first time. Everybody concentrating up. There's been somebody hung out to dry, and I think that was, I'm not sure who that was, on the blue and red cart. The number 9
second there.
The number 191 is James Fabregas in the lead, don't Nick?
Riley Murrow, who apparently just wants to be on the screen the entire time, is now moving forward into second place. The only problem with this heat is a vast number of karts are liveried exactly the same.
Yeah, they love their oranges, don't they?
Yeah. Orange is not the only fruit, he says. So anyway, through they go. And was that the blue cart that was hung out, which would be the number 112.
That's Adam Turacek.
Turakek had some stickerage issues.
Do you want to slow down and
he's had some stickerage issue and had to make his own number 2s.
Ah, right. Is that what that is? He got hung out to dry. He was in 3rd place going into the dogleg, and then found himself on the damper line. So now we're beginning to have the extreme outside of the track, really damp and horribly slippery, whereas that ID line is maybe just inside that parameter.
Yeah. So they cross the line. Let's read them across. James Fabregas leading by points at Riley Murrow. Great gains he's made. He's about just under 3/4 second behind. Then it's Fraser Anderson, Jensen White, Adam Turacek, Jensen Sale, Sebastian Clark, Max Gilban, George Ralston, JJ Lowe. That's your top 10 in the Intermax 950 final here at round 3 at Warden Law. Now, interesting, coming out of the corner there, the leader kind of bogged down. We're actually running and looking at the karts in 4th, 5th and 6th. The 112, which is just 5th actually, is Turacek. And they come into the hairpin. That's centre one. I think we should get to the front, actually, Frank. I think first and second's more interesting in this at the moment.
Well, perhaps a little bit more important because it's all about the ultimate trophy, isn't it? That's third place, the number 161 of Fraser Anderson. And they've and when you've gone to have a look at this battle at the front, they've spread out.
Obviously, they knew what they were doing. They're not dumb. So Fabregas, who has had a very, very eventful set of heats, he's been in various different positions. He's constantly moving forward or back. He's had some spins, but at the end of the day, he started from the front, or near the front, from second, sorry. And he's now effectively... Oh, he's lost the lead, because up the inside went Riley Moreau. And Moreau has also had an unbelievably eventful day. He's been punted off. He's made his own mistakes. He's done some fantastic overtaking. So Riley, really, if Riley had to write a 10-word summation, you wouldn't be able to do it. You need at least 1,000 words to summate what he's done in this particular heat. So Fabregas goes off very wide. That super wide run into...
the dogleg.
The dogleg. All right, let me breathe as I say words.
You were
in the dogleg.
To remember the name. Oh, you were looking there, weren't you?
In the dogleg. Yeah. This is called the track map.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we just get married? Because we're just like an old married couple, realistically.
I thought we were.
Well, we can't. They probably can't. We're both married to women, but obviously, that was. But yeah.
So
he went very wide with the dogleg, which looks wrong from when you're used to Warden Law in the dry, but in the wet it seems to work very well. You get a kind of a slingshot effect with the extra grip, which carries you all through the next two corners. Please, Joe, start talking.
Riley Moreau looks like, I think that's an Ultimate Art livery. We've got the Bradley Shepherd Racing of James livery of James Fabregas in second now, and if anything, he's been dropped, hasn't he? Riley Moreau has checked out. He's pulled away. Let's see what the gap is as they cross the line. Riley Moreau had just about a 10th because he'd only just taken the position. Let's see what he's done here. So he crosses the line. Another fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 12.324 he's got it down to. And the gap's out to about a second, Nick.
Yeah, and
so he's the fastest kart on the track at the moment.
He's pulling away. There's a big train of karts. No one really scrapping as such because they've all got into a sort of a line of stern rhythm. That will change. Back? So let's ease back a couple of karts. Let's see where we're going to go. Let's go with 5th and 6th, shall we? That's the 158 and the 140. Puts him. There you see the handwritten 2 on the Turacek kart. So that's the 112. So Turacek in 4th with the blue side. But Turacek's actually got an advantage of being blue, so it's more obvious than the rest of the karts to the cameras when all the rest of them are all orange. But he's just ahead at the moment. In 4th place, he's just ahead of Jensen White. And White ahead of him.
Turacek's a privateer, so he is.
And he can't afford to spare numbers.
His own livery, yes.
I think it's because they are 3 numbers in the Kart Championship. Probably when he races in club, he's just 2 numbers. So you have to, it's like.
Yeah. Yes. So whether he's 22 11, or perhaps. 12, what is Adams? Yeah, 112. Maybe he's 12 and he adds the 1, or maybe he's 11
and adds the 2.
And adds the 2. Probably the other.
So he's now using a little bit of the slipstream that's starting to work to get up the back of Fraser Anderson's. Anderson there in that one of the many orange karts. That particular orange kart is Fraser Anderson, just ahead of Turacek. And
just behind those two, Nick, you've got Jensen White, Jensen Sale and Max Gilman. Now remember, Max Gilman, championship leader, on the tail of this train of what is becoming 5 karts. That's the, I think it's the blue and white livery of Gilman there, the number 169. He came into this one championship leader, and remember it was Gilman.
Yeah, he's not had a particularly good day, has he? I think this is interesting. The Warden Law is a difficult circuit anyway. If you've not been here before, it's very physical.
Seems to be.
But now in the wet, it's a double combination of we do see different drivers being better in the wet, especially in the lower levels of experience we have here with only 2 or 3 or 4 years of running, and people have natural talents at feeling the grip and are better at the wet. And then you add to that, you've got a very difficult circuit to learn. And mixed conditions. So the chances of seeing the same set of results we've seen in the 2 opening rounds, which were basically dry. Well, Wilton Mill was wet on the Saturday, but it was dry all Sunday. Well,
this Nick is Riley Moreau's first round.
He's
just come into the championship. He wasn't at rounds 1 or 2.
Is he a local? Do you know of him?
Yeah, I've seen Riley here a few times, but I do remember. I'm pretty sure I'm more familiar with the name in either cadets or Micromax.
He's got older, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
They do that, kids, They get older, they eat more food, and they want more money.
Yeah,
you know that obviously more than anyone else.
Max Gilman, though, on the 169 who we mentioned, just at the tail, just coming into the picture there, the number 169. He was the winner, of course, at Gleneagles.
So yes, there's a kind of it's quite interesting, isn't it? This particular class has had seems to have more variants of entries at each event. So a number of people who did Wilton who didn't do Glenagores, and vice versa. So
James Fabricus, I can tell you, only did round 1. He came 6th in the final.
Well, he's about to come. He's in second at the moment. Yeah,
he missed Glenagores, so he's missed a round. So that's obviously his drop round. And whether or not they're in for the remaining 2 rounds at Rower and Fullbeck, we'll have to wait and see. There's
nice
a move
down
the inside
from Turacek. Just took Anderson by surprise there. But Anderson's got the drive, and he's a little bit nudging off the thing. But Anderson, of course, did that wide line in, which gives you the drive out, carries at speed the entirety of the straight. There goes Turacek to try to get the slingshot the other way, which, as you can see, does work. But unfortunately, he's found Anderson where he wants to be going into the dog leg. But he's got 2 wheels under. Oh, and it's in a huge amount of water and got through. Great move over 4 corners, and some have not on the track.
10 opener time, that one at the dog leg. It's very, very tight out there. Let's have a look at it. He was there. He put his cart there down the inside of Fraser Anderson, and he wasn't going to move. He had nowhere to move to. He has to wipe that muddy water from his visor as he came out of the corner. Turacek continues. Very slipping and sliding around Fraser Anderson, chasing him down though, hanging on grimly behind these 2. That 3 now still there, Jensen White, Max Gilman and Jensen Seal. Gilman ahead of Seal now on the blue and white cart, just coming through there. Just want to check who Max Gilman is with, if anyone.
So, and he's just it's swapping back again because up the inside has gone Anderson, but it didn't work this time. He didn't get the run. He went tight to try and get the position, but of course it was the run that kept him ahead. So Turacek now scored in 3rd. Moreau hasn't really pulled away from Fabricus. It's now 1.6 seconds. It was that sort of gap within a couple of the last several laps. And then it's another couple of seconds back to this man, Turacek, behind Fabricus. He's exactly 2 seconds behind. And with this, and I think 2 more, there is not. He's going to have to do something spectacular to make up. He's actually much, much more concerned by the Anderson cart behind him. And in fairness, behind the Anderson cart, you've got Max Gilman, who won one of the rounds. He's now looking a little bit more feisty, a little more racy. Rain stopped, by the way.
Again.
So we're back, yeah. So we're back into drying conditions. Just on long enough to just put some water on the lens. You know that. That's what you were there for.
Yes. Yeah, the wind blowing straight at the camera as well. Turacek seems to have...
He's only just got a gap. And
I'm not going to say it. I was about to say something. That's why I stopped myself.
Well done.
Fraser Anderson is not allowing him back. There's Max Gilman, the blue and white car down the inside of Fraser Anderson, and now finds himself in 4th place, almost 3rd place, as he was right on the bumper of Turacek. Turacek can see where he is, and now we've got the championship leader, Max Gilman, looking at the 3rd step of the podium. It'll be the last lap board next time by. We have run out of time here. And Riley Murrow, being the class of this field again, we've seen this so many times. Austin Oman absolutely left everybody for dead in the Micromax class. We saw Bella Fairclough do that in Junior Max Primo. And now we've seen the same from Riley Murrow. Once he got out there, he just extended that. But this one's not over, is it, Nick?
No, it really is whether Gilman can pick up that 3rd place from Turacek. It's been a bad couple of laps for Anderson, dropped by a couple of places, but certainly Gilman, who's not had the greatest of days, but that happens in these events. But he's now really trying to show his pace, and can he take Turacek just for the final step on the podium, a chance to take a trophy home at least for the weekend? Gets up the inside, but traditionally that drive from the outside of Turacek will be enough to keep him ahead. Now looking up the inside, and this is really good. Where you get up the inside there, it's left. You can just keep the lead. Nope, just a bit too much speed again. But he's got him on the inside now. Now, will the drive? No, he stopped the drive as well. He came across, and therefore Turacek couldn't get that drive down the straight. Looks left, looks right. Turacek, I think he got the inside in turn 1. Dives up the inside. Now, can Gilman? Oh, and he's pirouetted instead. He just put. As Eddie said, you can't put the power down for any reason, and he put the power down because he wanted to get that drive up towards the dog leg. And Joe, it all went wrong.
Yeah, it went very wrong, didn't it? It was great driving from Adam Turacek. Very determined there. It's quite courageous to go down the inside of that speed with that amount of water on the entrance to the turn 1. But to be honest, Nick, with that one now settled, and a shame really for Max Gilman, who was looking at a podium there, wasn't he, until that spin. It's all been all about Riley Murrow. Riley Murrow, class of the field.
He's had a heck of a day, and prior to getting out of the front and disappearing, he's had a hell of a lot of TV time as well, but unfortunately ruined it this time, just disappearing in the turn. But he is getting the most important bit of TV time, and that is the shot across the line as the winner of the Intermax 950 final. Fantastic performance by Riley. Really great racing in this final, and he has taken the win. Let's see if he can give us a two arms. No, he's very calm. No salute from Riley, just happy to take it. Don't even get a hooray. He expected that win. Second, James Fabregas. Third is Adam Turacek. And then it's Fraser Anderson, Jensen White. Max Gilman, despite that spin, came through into 6th. Jensen Saar was 7th. JJ Lowe, 8th. And then we've got Seb Clark, who's come into 9th. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle, actually, in the pit lane entry, the Park Fermi entry. Let's just sort that out now. And then you have Drew Davidson in 10th, Jensen Walker in 11th, George Rowson in 12th, JJ Plowman in 13th, Sandro Kemp in 14th, and Jack Moss is 15th. And that are the 15 Intermax runners. And a great performance indeed by the young man. So that is our next last final. We've got one more to go, which is cadets, with the cadets with the Coma engines. But it's all been a great day. And we are now getting a bit of light. It's got much brighter. The sun's back up. I'm sincerely hoping that Martin is no longer shaking. He is no longer. Martin came in at the lunchtime and had to borrow 2 extra coats because he'd soaked the previous one. 3 extra coats. He borrowed 3 extra coats. Ash has found out that he needs to re-waterproof his coat. And I've got absolute soaking wet feet from delivering a battery. So the only person who isn't wet is Joe. Okay, so it's Frank. So it looks like we're just getting the helmet off for the young man, and point him out. And Joe, if you will take it away with our winner, Riley Murrow.
Riley Murrow, first time at the Kart Championship this season, and you've come here and you've won the final. Wow, well done.
Yeah, well, yesterday obviously it was dry. Did well yesterday. Two wins in a row, which is pretty good. So I started pole. First race, our setup was a bit off, and we ended up getting hit, spun off, which wasn't the best one. And the second one, made a mistake, came off, worked my way back up to the front, and then just went for a bit of a move that wasn't really there. So came off again, worked my way back up to, I think it was about 3rd. Started P6, just got a good start, chipped away at the leader. Got by him and just maintained the lead from there, so yeah, good.
Once you got into the lead, Riley, were you just controlling the pace for how you drove?
I was still driving hard, but just not as close to the limit, because obviously you don't want to spin out in the lead, do you?
Yeah, and it's so easy to spin out in that track condition, isn't it?
Well, you saw it obviously from the other races. The amount of time that first place went round was unbelievable.
How tricky is that first turn with that big puddle there?
You have to be careful if you're taking the inside line like I was, because if you just take it a little bit too early, you just hit the puddle and it just spins you around. Wow.
So, you've come here for the first time this round, Warden Law. Are we going to see you at Rowra and Fullbeck?
Probably not, no, because I came here because obviously nowhere else, just to get testing in for the British, but I might be doing some later on in the year.
Right,
so
Winter Series, eh?
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you here, Riley, and congratulations on your race win. That was fine style, mate, fine style. Riley Murrow, everybody.